second biggest one. But otherwise you need this alone.
This is already built.
But that's all. When did you plan the work? Years ago. Just a few minutes after.
Your Royal Highness, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for being here on this most important occasion in aid of the Prince's Trust and the Prince's Youth Business Trust. Having personally been associated with the Prince's Youth Business Trust since 1989, I have seen much of the good work that His Royal Highness, in just one of his trusts, has done for this nation. It is indeed a great tribute to yourself, sir, in that so much positive action results from your initiative in helping young people to fully develop their talents and abilities. And also it is a tribute to all of you people here today. Whether you are a recipient of either trust, an advisor, or a sponsor, you have made all of this possible through your own vision and insight into the everyday problems of life. You are trying to make a better world for us all, and your contribution is of significant benefit in improving the very fabric of society. And it is therefore with sincere gratitude that we say thank you very much for your support and for visiting this centre. Your Royal Highness, I would like to invite you please to say a few words to our guests, and if you would, sign our book and a picture.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very glad to be here today. I'm sorry if I kept any of you waiting earlier, because I have a dreadful feeling that on these sort of occasions people are trapped in buildings like this for hours and hours, unable to sit down or anything else. But I am enormously grateful to the Griggs family for their enormous generosity and for hosting this event here in the Diamond Centre, and what's more, for putting up with a large red machine, which is 26 years old, now parked out there on the football pitch. Having spoken to the head groundsman, he tells me he's going to send me the bill. And this is a very important match tomorrow, I believe. I only hope that they shall be able to repair what damage there might be after I've gone. And what I really wanted to say today was how pleased I am to find a room filled with all the, or many of the advisors, the business advisors in Northamptonshire, who I know spend an enormous amount of their time, and they probably should be doing something else. That's much better, at last. Helping, setting up, and encouraging the new businesses that my trust have started. Because apart from anything else, it would be all very well and be quite easy in a way to hand out money to start businesses off. But it's a much more crucial exercise, I believe, in terms of helping them, holding their hands, enabling them to get over the worst difficulties and the huge pitfalls which exist in trying to set up businesses. And your help as advisors really does make the whole difference to what we are able to achieve. In about 10 days' time or 2 weeks' time, I think we're going to celebrate the 25,000th business that the Trust has started. And I hope we may see some of you down there. But at least that sort of occasion gives an opportunity to show a lot of people in this country, who I hope will come to this particular event, just what the Trust has managed to achieve over the last 8 or even 10 years. And one of the things that I'm so encouraged about now is that we've now discovered, and this is a frightfully useful statistic, I think, that the top 100 PYBT businesses now, between them, turn over in excess of £50 million a year and employ over 2,000 people. And personally, I think that's enormously encouraging and just shows how important the small business sector is in terms of the whole country's economic activity. And the other great thing is that 2/3 of all the businesses we start are still trading after 2 to 3 years. And that again, I think, is enormously heartening. And even if they ultimately go out of business, they have learnt an enormous amount in the process. And very often by going out of business, they actually go into employment through somebody else or through some other agency or company or whatever. So the great thing is that none of this has been wasted, which I think is so encouraging as well. So I am deeply grateful to all those who spend so much effort and time with all the young people. I was thrilled to meet some of them, at least in this county just now. And there's a terrific range of activities, which I always think is so fascinating. And I've discovered there's a very good business that repairs rather elderly motorbikes and Aston Martins and things like mine, which I might easily find myself having to use at some point. And ladies and gentlemen, after this particular exercise here, I'm going to look at the 50,000th car built by Lotus. And I can't get over their extraordinary generosity in offering this car to be auctioned to support my trusts. And it really is extremely generous and kind of them. And a huge boost for our joint fundraising activities. I should be very interested to see how much it raises at auction. But I jolly well hope it raises more than it actually cost to make it. It's actually extremely disappointing. But I do hope, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say one more thing, and that is that we do, in order to be able to carry out the activities of the Youth Business Trust in particular, we do need, as you can realize perhaps, increasing numbers of advisors to be able to cope with any kind of expansion. I did write last year to all those poor unfortunate advisors, begging them to see if they could recruit one more each to help in this process. So I can only repeat this plea that if you can, by any chance, drag, kicking and screaming, any of your friends, colleagues or others into helping with the Trust in some way or other, I would be enormously grateful. And I also hope and feel, and perhaps you might agree with this, that it can be a rewarding experience as well to see the results from your assistance. So, as I say, thank you, Mr. Whitman, for all the help you give to what I think is becoming a growing and expanding operation, for making a big difference, certainly in the future of this country. That's what I intend anyway. Thank you.
I want to thank you on behalf of the Ardbriggs Group of Companies
and all the honoured guests here today for the time you have taken to be with us, to review the good work that both the Prince's Trust and the Prince's Youth Business Trust do for this county. It is with great pleasure that I would like to ask you to unveil this plaque to honour the opening of the Diamond Centre, which is also the home of the Rushden and Diamonds Football Club. Thank you, sir, for making this such a memorable day for us all.
Just came to school. Good relief.
Yeah.
You're going to get 2 weeks. Having landed the helicopter in the middle of the ship, I don't think I'm ever going to get a free ticket.
Yes, nice to meet
I
you.
don't envy you.
Pleasure. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
He's fine to us.